Okay, we are going to be talking about angles in polygons. So first thing, I'm going to zoom in here because I'm going to need to be able to write in the spaces, and I want you to be able to see this. Moving into my space. Okay, so we're going to look at angles in polygons. We have a polygon is convex. So if you have a highlighter, you want to highlight convex. And that is if a segment connecting any 2 points in the interior of the polygon is completely in the interior. So here we have our polygon, and I have a segment inside. And what that means is if that segment is in the interior, the points are in the interior, and the entire segment's in the interior, then it's a convex polygon. Okay, so then a polygon that is not convex is concave. Okay, what that means is if I have the endpoints inside the polygon and my segment piece falls outside of the polygon, then that means it's concave. So right there, that piece falls outside. That means it's concave. You can kind of think of it as caving in. Okay, then we have what's called a regular polygon. And a regular polygon is equilateral and equiangular. So all the sides are marked the same, and all the angles are marked the same. That is a regular polygon. And we're going to be working with those a little more exclusively later. Okay, then we have an interior angle. We've worked with interior angles in the triangles. And that's angles on the inside. So all the angles here on the inside. And then we have the exterior angle. That's the angle outside of the triangle, or the polygon now, since we've moved on from triangles. And those are on the outside. So now the directions say to divide each polygon into triangles. So we are going back to triangles by drawing diagonals from one vertex. Then we're going to complete the chart. So this is Polygon Angles. And we're going to divide each polygon into triangles by drawing diagonals from one vertex. Well, we only have one triangle. So if I look at this column for number of sides, that's going to be variable n. We have 3. Then I need the number of triangles. Well, we can see there's one triangle, but we get that by taking 3 minus 2. Okay, so 3 minus 2 is 1. Well, we know from Unit 5 and the triangle sum theorem that a triangle has 180 degrees. So if I have one triangle, then I have 1 times 180, and I get my triangle has a sum of 180 degrees. Okay, so that is a formula you are going to have to know and remember. And this is the sum of the interior angles. And this is a formula that you are going to need to know, the n minus 2 times 180. Okay, to take that a step further, we're going to measure each interior angle. So each interior angle, and that does need to be in a regular polygon. So that's a difference. It has to be a regular polygon. So meaning all the sides and angles are congruent. Then we're going to take that sum and divide it by the number of sides. So I'm going to take that 180 and I have 3 sides, so that's going to be 3. So 180 divided by 3 gives me 60 degrees. That's consistent with our equilateral triangle that we worked with back in Unit 5, that the measure of each angle inside of a equilateral triangle was 60 degrees. Okay, the sum of the exterior angle. Okay, so again, we're doing sum, and this time we're doing the exterior angles. You'll notice it's just 360. And if you look down my column, you'll see everything is 360. $360 all the way down, and it's already filled in for you. Okay, the reason for that is because it doesn't matter how many sides it has, it's going to be 360. So then we're going to take each exterior angle, and again, it has to be a regular polygon. That's the key there, and we're going to take that 360, the sum, and divide it by the number of sides. So again, that's another formula you're going to have to remember. So now I'm going to take that 360 and divide it by the number of sides, 3, and I get 120 degrees. Okay, now when you looked at the interior and exterior angles here, what you'll notice is that interior and exterior angle make a linear pair. And we know from Unit 3 that linear pairs are supplementary. So it makes sense that if my interior angle is 60 and my exterior angle is 120, they add up to 180. Okay, so those interior angles and those exterior angles form linear pairs. They should be supplementary. Okay, so for the next one, my quadrilateral, because it did say I needed to draw a diagonal. So you can pick any point you want. I'm just going to pick the top right-hand corner for my point. And then I want to draw a diagonal. A diagonal connects two non-adjacent points. That's the key, non-adjacent. So I can't draw a line from this point to this point. They're adjacent. I can't draw a line from this point to this point. They're adjacent. They make a side. So it has to be connecting 2 points that are not adjacent to one another. Okay, so my quadrilateral has 4 sides. There's my N. How many triangles? Well, 4 minus 2 gives me 2. Okay, and I can see I have 2 triangles. So then I take that 2, and I'm going to multiply that by 180, because I have 2 triangles. Each triangle has a sum of 180, and that gives me a sum of 360. So the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral are 360. Now, if I have a regular quadrilateral, I take the sum, 360, and divide it by 4. And a regular quadrilateral would be a square. So that gives me 90 degrees for each angle, which is consistent with a square. For the measure of each exterior angle, I take my sum, 360, and divide it by 4. And I get 90 as well. So the exterior angles also are 90-degree angles. And if we pick up on the pattern of the linear pair between the interior and exterior, they do add up to 180. So then we have 5, a pentagon 5. I'm starting at one of the points, and I am making diagonals from that one point. Okay, so I can draw two diagonals. That gives me 1, 2, 3 triangles. The 3 triangles times 180 gives me the sum 540. So all of the angles in a pentagon add up to 540. For the measure of each interior angle, I take that 540 and divide by the number of sides, which is 5. And that gives me 108. So each one of these individual angles inside the pentagon are 108 degrees. We know the sum is 360. So we take that 360 divided by 5, and we get 72. So each exterior angle, if it's regular, is 72 degrees. Okay, I am going to pause right here. I'm going to let you finish the rest of this. You're going to fill in the rest of the document. And we'll be back with another video to see how well you did. This is also an assignment in your Schoology, is for you to fill these out. So I will be back in another video.